Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all well and safe and having a great day. It's Sunday. I don't normally come into the studio on Sunday, but I brought Realistic Paint Studio for the iPad. Got it in the sales at $7.99, I think it was. And I was trying it out this morning, sat on the settee, got the iPad out, did this quick painting of some rocks, totally from memory, using the new premium ink brushes. So I really wanted to get in here and get the video together and share it with you. So let's see how I got on. So I bought Realistic Paint Studio on the iPad in the Black Friday sales, and I also bought the inking pens. These are the premium ones, that's the in-app purchase. I got them for free during the sale, so I thought I'd do a quick demo of them if you're wondering what they are like and are they worth upgrading to get these, or is it worth buying Realistic Paint Studios to get these. So I'm going to start off with each brush in turn. Start with this first brush, and as you can see, we've got this sort of brush that blends, but it looks to me more like it's working more like an acrylic paintbrush than an ink brush, but it does blend nice. What's the second one like? Well, that's thicker paint, and you've got this brush stroke. You could call that an acrylic brush, to be honest, I think. And then the third one, a bit drier perhaps. So you could do, I think you could do an acrylic painting with that perhaps. That's more of a blender, that third brush. You can definitely blend with it more. The second one, you're getting more paint on. First one, a bit more dry. You can see more of the bristles. So that's the first brush. The second one is an inking pen. Let's get down to the black. You see that's just a nice fine liner. What's the second one like? Oh, it's a bit thicker, but I've got it set a bit thicker. Let's put them all, let's set them in the middle. So that's the first one. That's the second one. I can't see a deal of difference. I think the first one may have rougher edges to it, perhaps. The third one, oh, that's quite different. That's a nice drawing brush, I like that. Yeah, that's cool, I like that one. That's my favourite. Let's clear this again. Then we have this gold brush. And that gives you a nice gold effect. I like that. Now, I did a painting of my daughter in the style of Gustav Klimt. You can see it on the channel if you search for in the style of Gustav Klimt, Steve Elliott. And I wish I'd had this brush for that. Got similar sort of thing, but multicoloured. What's this one? And then a red one. So if I choose the gold again, change the colour. Wow, does it? We've still got a bit of texture there. What happens if I use it as a tint?
Ah, so you could tint this gold. What happens if I use complementary colour? Ah, blue and yellow makes green. So that does mix properly. How interesting. Anyway, that's the gold inks, or the gold brushes, or gold pen. Then we have another paintbrush. I think this, actually I'm going to leave that on and see if it mixes in with it. Does it? It does, doesn't it? It does take on that colour slightly. Yes, definitely. Look, we've got the reds going in there. This is the second brush. Let's try the first one. Does that pick up? Doesn't seem to pick it up quite as much. Oh, it does. It did there. The more you use it, the more it seems to. Yes, it does. That's a nice. I kind of like that. That's like going over your ink with a dirty brush. So you could call that a dirty brush, I guess. What happens if we put a colour on it? That's nice. I like those. Then what have we got? We have I don't know what this is. What's this? Oh, a glitter. It's a green one. I guess we've got the middle one selected. Gold. I wonder if we can do the same thing with this, where we can change the colour. We can. This time when I mix the blue with the gold, you do get blue. It doesn't mix the colour as such. But you've got 3 set colours, so that's glitter. That's quite interesting. What we got next? A pen. This looks like a calligraphy pen. I think I need to clear the layer for this. There we go. That's just a regular pen. Special K's just walked in. I'm sat on the couch recording this. It's Sunday, and I'm just chilling out with my iPad with this new app, and it's quite good fun. So that's a calligraphy pen. I like the sort of way it bleeds into the paper. What's the second pen do? Oh, it's like it's just a very thin ink. Can we mix these? Do they blend? Or do they just kind of overwrite? Looks not sure actually. Well, it certainly wipes out what's underneath it. Let's try that one. Let's try the red one. Does that blend? Not really. It's not really a blending type pen. So, that's a nice pen though. Let's try another one. Oh, this one is definitely a calligraphy pen. I am not good at calligraphy because I'm left-handed. And if you're left-handed, you're going to struggle because your brush is at the total wrong angle for doing calligraphy. But it might be a nice pen for inking in and sketching with. Look at that. And we've got different nibs, of course. This will kind of give you like a set of parallel lines. Don't know if I'd use that anywhere. square thing now. If I tilt the pen, yeah, you can change the thickness of the line just by tilting the pen. That's nice, that's very organic. I like that, I could draw with that a lot. Really nice. And then finally we've got this 2 parallel lines. Yeah, so that's the calligraphy pens. Then what we're looking at oh, this looks like the brushes from like the Zen brush. Let's see what these are like. Yes, definitely. They're nice and that's a dry brush version. And then a really thick painty version. Do these blend? Let's find out. So we've got a bit of bleed more than blend, look. Let's try it with a different colour. I think there's some sort of blend mode going off there. Look how that blue changes under the magenta. Definitely. But very nice, very nice. We've got 2 more brushes to go. Let's clear this. I have tried this brush before and I have to say it paints an image if you keep going. It looks like I don't know, a seashell or something, but I think you could use it quite effectively to do some mother of pearl or something. Draw some letters that like cut out of mother of pearl. Be quite nice. Oh, the second one is a dry brush. A different type of pattern. That could be quite nice, couldn't it? Could use that on sand on a beach or something. Third one. Oh, what they are if I zoom in. Oh, I see. Like gems. Not for me, to be honest, that one. Last brush. Let's clear this. What is this? Oh, like stars or something on a grey background. Does it change with the... Yes. Ooh. That's a bit funky. I quite like it as the grey. Again, could you know, if you're into calligraphy, maybe could be quite nice for a card or something like that. I don't know. Perhaps not my cup of tea. And oh, what's this if I zoom in? There's more of those gems, look. no, not for me. That last brush seems really gimmicky, as does the last one of that brush there. The others, I think there's some really cool brushes in there. So I think the next step, I'm going to do a painting, but I have to admit, I did do the painting before I went through all the brushes, because I just wanted to open it up and just see what I could produce straight off. So I would have done it very different if I'd have done it before trying out all of these brushes. But anyway, I want to show you so you can see what you can do just by opening up the app and diving straight in. So let's get into the painting. So let's open a new file. I'm going to go with a drawing, I think. No, you know what? I'm going to go with a watercolour. It's just because I like the papers better. And I'm going to go with this one. I'm not going to... You can change the sizes in these and customise them in all sorts of ways. But I'm just going to go with this as a kind of a default painting. And I bought, as you know, I bought this on the iPad. So I'm going to use the pens, the premium set of brushes that you have to pay for. So I'm just going to use this pen, and I thought I would do sketching a sort of a rocky cliff face, maybe. And I thought I would put in a bit of water. This is totally made up off the top of my head. And I'm doing this because I felt that I have painted quite a few trees recently. So it'd be nice to do something a little bit different. Just sort of imagining where the light would come and how it would affect this scene. Big boulder there, perhaps. It might be fractured like that. And like that. There we go. Let's just take that a second. Something like that. Maybe a few more lines in there. Right, what other brushes can we use? Let's have a look. Well, let's try the first one. Don't know what this is going to do. So it smudges. I don't know if that's what I want to use for the sky. That's cool. Didn't like that brush. Let's choose a different one. Well, this is. Oh, I know what that is. I'll come back to that. Let's try this brush. Oh, this brush might work. Do I want this as a coloured sketch? It might be nice. Is green the right colour? We could have some green on these rocks, I suppose. I like the way this is. Do I like the way this is? Just takes that ink out entirely, doesn't it? I have to kind of go back in and put it back in. I kind of like the dark ink, so I'm just going to undo that a bit. Go back to here. I think the darks look better, the dark inks look better than trying to use vibrant, bright colours. The brush a bit bigger. Well, it's okay, but I'm going to have to redo some of my inking, I think. I kind of like that. The quality of it though, it does look very organic. Mixing some of these colours together. I think I want to go more towards the blue. I'll just get the colour on and then rework the ink lines. That's quite cool. I like that. Do I need... I've only used one brush, so I'm using sort of a grey ink just from the lighter sides of the rocks. Could even put that in there, I suppose. That adds something, doesn't it? Do I want something? I mean, I know I could be using different layers, but I don't want to. I just want to, going back to this pen. It's a nice brush, that. I'm just going back to this pen because I want it to be much more like a realistic experience where the paint is going to mix with the ink and it will run together. That's nice, I like it. The only thing is these lines are sort of, with this pen, you don't get a thin and a thick, you know, where you sort of apply more pressure. It's very much one thickness. I wonder if we've got anything else pen wise. Oops. Bring that pen back, I can touch it and get them out that way. That might be better. I'm just wondering, I've got a feeling this is going to be gold. No, it's not. Yeah, that's more like it. I can get thick and thin lines with that one, so make it a bit thicker. Yeah, there we go. And I guess I can fill this with white ink. Got that brush a bit thick now. When you apply light pressure with this one, notice it's a bit transparent. So I'm going to look for something else. Let's try a brush. Let's try this brush. Is that the one that I was using? I can't remember which brush. Oh my god, I wish they named these brushes. I think that was the brush I was using. Yes, it is. That's the brush I was using to put in all the colour. I guess once you get into the brushes, you're... I'm going to use this calligraphy pen, I think. but not that one. Now, when I select that, there should be more. There should be a selection. Do I need to tap? Oh, it's that one. There we go. I want the first one. Do I want the first one or the second one? Let's try the second one. That's it. That's kind of what I want. Yeah, I like that. Let's hide those again. Ooh, we're very careful. Tiniest bit of pressure and you get a really thick line, which actually I quite like. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to go over this inking process, but I suspect maybe a few. I'll just turn that down a little bit. I like this. To do some nice water. Maybe, but before I do, I need to erase that now. Rubber, where do I get the eraser from? Well, I know I can go to watercolour. Oh, there's one in a pencil, wasn't there? I wonder if this will work on ink. Ah, it will. Not very realistic, that, is it? There we go. I can actually, while I think about it, create that as a favourite, so I've got the eraser there all the time. I don't have to keep jumping back to it. Then I can go back to my pens. I was working with this one, wasn't I? Let's take off some thicker strokes in the foreground. That's nice. Should I do them in a colour? No, I'm not gonna. I was going to say I can like choose white ink, put a few white strokes in there. Like that. I'm really just doodling here. I'm just having a little bit of fun trying out these pens. Let's kind of got these rocks going off, but what about the sky and everything? So I need to think about. I'm going to try and do it all with pens if I can. What's this one do? Oh, it's a sort of flat brush. It might be all right. Oh, these are weird ones, aren't they? That one, that's two. Don't want the weird ones. Where are we? Oh, I'll get it right. That's the one I want. This is like a sort of the calligraphy type brushes. Don't know how well they would work. Just putting the side of that there. Oops. And then change the brushes up for this one. Yeah, the first one. And then blend it into that. I'm just going to go into it and put the pressure up a bit, because then I think I'll be able to get lighter. You know what? Totally don't like that. That's not what you use ink for, is it really? I'm trying to do something that really I need a watercolour brush for. So I'm actually going to create a new layer. So I'm going to put it, can I move it below this layer? Yeah, I can. I'm going to change the brushes to the watercolour brushes. What's this one? Oh, that's like a adding water. No. I might do it. What's this mop? Again, that's like an eraser. Oh, that's a splodgy thing. A splodgy thing. No. I think it's going to be that. Does that put colour on? Yes, it does. Okay. So it's the first brush. I've got this layer selected. Let's kind of... I've done this for a reason why it's on a layer. And I can just put pressure on and switch that out. Oh, I've got to remember to keep the pressure going. Don't take the pressure off. Was it the first one I used, or was it that one? It was that one, wasn't it? What's the first one do? Let's try the first one. Oh, I kind of got an idea going for something that could have changed the size of the brush, couldn't I? I'm thinking like that, and then use that soft thing going off. Take the eraser and just sort of flick some lines in there, like that, and then go back to that brush. Give us that one. Soften them off again. Oh man, one problem. I like what I've got there. Let's step back, get it on the right layer. Got a big brush. I quite like what I've got on the sky now. Let's do something with the water. Similar sort of thing, I'm thinking. So watercolour brushes, I like that first one. sort of like that. Then we can go in with sandy colour down here. There we go, I'm liking that. Let's just bring, oops. Just bring the water in. Not quite like that. Let's try again. Just merge them together. Soften them in. Oh, what's that pressure thing? Got to undo that. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Get the eraser and just clean up the top of this line. There we are. Oops. Now I've got this softener brush I can use. That might be just kind of soften that a bit. I don't like that. There we go. Right, I want to go back in some inks and put a little bit more ink down at the front. So let's go back to these funky pens. Now, some of these have got gold in. I think this one has. Well, pretty sure this one has. Yeah. We can add a little bit of sort of just sweep a bit of gold, a bit like the Gustav Klimt type scenario. Just applying a little bit of gold into it. Oh, I need to be on the top layer, don't I? So it goes over that black. There we go. That's it. I think that's finished. Let's go back to just a regular pen. That one will do. And I'm just going to sign this with a dark blue ink. And there we have it. The pen and inks with a little bit of watercolour and some of that gold paint. Let's get the picture exported. I think I do that with the camera because I really do like this feature of creating this sort of image like this for my thumbnails. That's quite good. It was so realistic. Let's choose a different one. See what else we've got. Ooh, that's cool. Let's have another look. That's very good too. I'm not so fond of that one. I like the ones where they're at an angle. I think they look really cool. I think I'm going to go with that one actually. So let's select that and save image. Awesome. So there we have it. Let's get rid of all of these things. The premium pen brushes in Realistic Paint Studio on the iPad. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, a big thumbs up as always is much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I've got lots of videos like this and I'd love to be sharing them with you. And don't forget everybody, stay safe, stay sane and keep painting. Bye.